Moving on, though, we're going to talk briefly again. We're not going to give our reviews of it. We both really liked it. We talked about it last week on the show extensively. It is number one at the box office yet again after a $123 million opening weekend. Record-breaking for the horror genre. Didn't quite get to the total of Deadpool, which is currently the highest grossing R-rated film. Opening weekend, that is. It came in second, but it still made a damn great haul. Better than almost anybody expected. I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't even think it was going to be this big. Topped the box office again at $60 million. Impressive hold. Minus about 51% of its opening weekend, which is still very good, bringing its domestic total currently to $223 million. Is this not a mega hit, Joe?
Oh, God, yeah. It's not a question about it. Like, being in September, rated R film, a horror rated R film too, and it's making this much money. That's a hit.
It's incredible. And notwithstanding, too, it's a great film. Notwithstanding that it's a well-done movie, I think by now most people know that have seen it, too. Not only that have seen it, but are interested in it, know that it is only chapter one of a proposed duology. They're not calling it a sequel. They're calling it a duology. This is the fancy
I read a rumor that there might be 3 films, and I'm hoping not. I'm hoping they just keep it to 2 chapters.
I hope they keep it, too. But this is insane. And, I mean, this is something that really surprised a lot of people, again, myself included. I just found an interesting couple stats, too, because there have been a ton of Stephen King movies released theatrically, over 40, honestly. Everything from Carrie, which got remade, to The Lawnmower Man. There's been a load of Stephen King-based properties. I'm going to go through a few of them that have so far been the highest grossing. It has already been the highest grossing Stephen King film with $223 million, which is great.
There's no doubt.
Which is great. And that's awesome. I could not be happier for that stat. The second highest grossing King film, any guesses?
Shawshank?
Shawshank, close. That's further down the list, but that's a really good guess. The Green Mile.
That was my second guess.
$136 million it capped off domestic total. Number 3, 1408. Which I think is really underrated. Which I think is a really fine movie.
John Cusack's in that
John
movie,
Cusack,
right? Okay,
Samuel L. Jackson, yes, the one in the hotel room, which I liked a lot. Number 4 is still, after all these years, Misery with $61 million. Pet Sematary is number 5. Have you seen Pet Sematary?
No.
That's a good movie. Very creepy, off-putting movie, but very good. That capped out at about $57 million way back in April of '89. Now, keep in mind, too, Pet Sematary made $57 million on 1,500 theaters in April of '89. This was before 3D, obviously. This was before IMAX, and this was before movie tickets were $10. So, I mean, that's the incredible part about that. Yeah. You know, number 6 is Stand By Me with $52 million. Number 7 is this year's The Dark Tower.
Really?
Number 7. So far, it's grossed about $49 million.
Oh, wow.
That's number... I didn't expect that. Number 7. Number 8 is Secret Window with Johnny Depp. That is $48 million. That's kind of like the loose sort of adaptation. I think it's... No, that's not... I'm thinking of Disturbia. I was going to say like loosely inspired from Rear Window. It's not. That's Disturbia. Number 9 is The Shining, the Kubrick version, obviously, for $44 million. And number 10 was The Running Man. Both Carrie movies did not make the top 10.
Oh my God. And Shawshank either?
Shawshank is 16 with $28 million. With $28 million. The thing with Shawshank too that I didn't realize is that Shawshank was only released in 900 theaters.
Oh, okay.
So that severely hurt it too in terms of monetary gain. A couple other random ones. One that I've been dying to see for a while is the Anthony Hopkins movie Hearts in Atlantis. That's down on the list with like $24 million. Dreamcatcher, which I find nobody speaks of anymore. That one is like $33 million. That one's number 13 on highest grossing. Silver Bullet, the Corey Haim movie from '85 is down on the list, number 32. There's a lot of weird, obscure movies, and some that I'm sure the people who know King made.
With one where the machines come alive, or like the cars.
Maximum Overdrive. That is number 36 of 42. Okay. 36 million, or 36, ranked 36 of 42 with $7 million. That's got Emilio Estevez, who I love because he wears sleeveless shirts in that one too. That's a very good film.
That's like my guilty pleasure movie.
That's a good one, man. I like that with the Green Goblin looking figure on the truck. I like that one a lot.
AC/DC soundtrack.
Props, you know that movie, man. Yeah. Not a lot of people know that one.
No, they don't.
That's a movie that people catch on TV late in the wee hours in the morning. One of my favorite Stephen King adaptations, and it's shocking that it's only number 17 on the list at with about $25 million. It was not a big hit. I forgot it really wasn't. Probably my second Do I want to make this claim? Probably top 5. I'm going to leave it at top 5 because Shawshank and Green Mile would absolutely be on there. Top 5 favorite King adaptations, The Mist. Love
you know
The
what?
Mist.
Yeah, that's very underrated, I feel like. With a
Love
lot
The
of
Mist.
people.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have. I saw it when I was a kid, and it scared the hell out of me.
Now, did you see? Now, I bet you haven't seen this one, and few people have, because it's a special feature on the disc, on the DVD and Blu-ray. Have you seen The Mist in black and white?
No.
Now, I'm gonna be college film student purist over here, okay? Because I haven't seen Mad Max Fury Road in black and white.
I also have. I bought Logan on Blu-ray. Haven't watched that in black.
That
and white
I would
yet.
like to see in black and white too. Not as much as the other two, but The Mist. You gotta watch it in black and white.
Okay.
Because the thing with black and white that I like about The Mist is that it is far more concerned with essence than detail. And that's kind of what black and white is, in my opinion. It's essence versus detail. And the thing about The Mist that makes it really good, and even the director, Frank Darabont, who directed The Green Mile, he even said this too. He said, I wanted to make it black and white from the start. But the studios would have none of it.
Of course.
He said they would not have any of it. They could not release a black and white movie. And then he said, then the artist came out and 10 years later and forfeited that and pissed me off. But then he said, though, with The Mist is that he said the thing that I liked about black and white too is because he said we did not have a big budget for the movie. And he said some of the CGI effects did not look good.
Oh, yeah.
So he said, and I don't think that took away from the movie, but it was noticeable. But he said the black and white, and it's true, drowns it out. He said it makes it a classic 50s, 40s Svengoolie monster movie.
Okay, I definitely got to check that out in black
That
and white.
I could loan it to you. I mean, it's great. And I when I loan it to people, I tell them watch it in black and white.
Exactly.
Watch it in black and white because I've seen it. I've seen it 3 times, twice in black and white. It's so good.
Did you watch the show at all?
I did not. The thing I liked about the movie, too, without ruining it, is that I've read the book. I've read the book, too.
Okay.
It's a very short read. Now, The Mist is like, they really, like, Stephen King always gets criticized, and I think it's a crap criticism, is that he always gets criticized because he always has pessimistic endings for his books.
Mm-hmm.
But The Mist, the movie, ends worse than the book. It's far darker than the book.
Oh, yeah.
It's way darker. I mean, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
That's a depressing, not lift your spirits ending. I remember when I saw that in the theater, and you got to remember, that was 2007. I was 11.
All I got to say is 5 more seconds.
When I saw that movie at 11 in the theater, I remember being a wreck for like a week after. Like, I remember like sitting in class thinking about it. Like, that was one of the, like, people talk about like what movies really traumatized you, and I hate to say it, but like The Mist ending, it got to me.
Yeah.
Like, it really got to me. And just really, like, I'm sure, I bet you, I don't know what King even thought of the movie, but like, I'm sure he even thought like, man, I could have went darker. You know, I mean, because that
I could have done this.
That was just was a soul crushing ending. I think I had to go home and watch like, you know, something inspiring like Clerks or something.
Watch Toy Story.
After that, just because that was just so damn depressing. You know what I mean? Like, even Stand By Me gets me. Have you seen Stand By Me too?
No, that is definitely one of them though. I want to see. Like, I've seen pieces of it. I always catch it on TV at certain halves. I've never seen the whole thing in one like sit down.
You know, I tell you, it's just very, very, very sad film. I mean, it really is.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it is currently now the highest grossing Stephen King film. It'll be interesting to see how it's going to hold the next couple weeks. I think a friend of mine asked me because she wants to do it for a project that she has to do in class. She's like, do you think it's going to be out in theaters in October? And I said, yes.
Oh, yeah.
This thing's going to stick around. I bet you what, you know what I think is going to happen right now? This thing keeps holding the way it is. I think that this thing could probably stick around to Halloween and get a boost in Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
I think that Warner Brothers shouldn't, it's still in 4,000 theaters. I don't think they should pull back. I think they should just, if they're going to pull back to like 39 or 3,800, that's fine. But like, they need to keep this around, keep the marketing going, get this out during or get this gaining momentum in the Halloween season when the only other horror offering, quote unquote horror offering, is Boo 2 a Medea Halloween.
I'm planning on forcing people to go see it during Halloween just for the spirit of
I'm
Halloween.
serious. I mean, I'm serious. I think for the spirit of Halloween, I'm going to tie some red balloons to sewers. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Because all my friends have been avoiding it because, you know, the whole clown thing. I'm like, nah, when Halloween comes around, I'm going to like fake buy a ticket for something and it's really going to be it.
I'm serious. I mean, you'd be a great friend to do that.